Welcome back to the patch, guys. Just going to do a general patch update. This is the 2nd of July. Pretty good overall. Plants are doing pretty good. This is the 1883 on the west end of my patch. I've got a pretty good fruit going there. Nice orange fruit. This is Pamela. Don't remember her days offhand, but she's probably somewhere around 25, 26 days old. Got a little bit of a slope in the back, a little bit of a flat top, but nothing crazy. Don't really see any sagging or anything that concerns me right now. So plant tips are looking pretty good. We got some rain last night, so you'll see generally across the plants that probably the last 1 or 2 feet of the plant tips are a lighter green than the rest of the plant. So I'll end up foliar feeding these plants this evening. And then generally when I foliar feed, I wait 15 to 20 minutes and then I just run overhead sprinklers, straight water, and that's just to rinse off any residue or if there's any concentrate of a particular area. And it's not a lot of water. I'll probably do about 40 to 50 gallons per plant. We're heading over this way. This is the first of the 2376 Bayeux. This is probably my second largest plant. They're pretty close in size, but this one here is at 17 days old today. This is Morticia. Mostly a round shape. She's got a little bit of a cone in the front, but I think that'll fill out later on. Really good stem on this one. Blossom wants to lean back a hair, so I'm having to tug and readjust each day. Finishing out the secondary growth along this side of the plant, filling in the voids. Same thing around the back side of this. And this plant was deadheaded just after the fruit itself, and then I used the last secondary to fill in over here, and then tertiary growth will fill in this soil. Next we'll go over here to the second 2376. This plant is the largest one. It's in a waterfall pattern. Got the stump right there, pretty decent stump. Nice and healthy. I do have to get in here and do some weeding, but got a little bit to fill in on the left side with the secondary growth, and probably about another 6 feet here and there, a couple feet here and there of this secondary growth again. You can see the lighter green cobra heads coming out. Good growth, just a little light in color, so they'll get a little bit of feeding this evening. Like I said, we'll get them greened right up. And on that plant there, the 2376, this pumpkin here is at 18 days old. By far the biggest at that day. This one here is Bays. Bays and Howells are named after my 2 dogs. Howells passed away about a year or so ago, last July. And so named that one after that dog, and then Bays is my oldest dog that I have now. So don't know how many more years I have left with her, and got a pumpkin going for her. This is the last plant here, 1883, that's inside this patch. This pumpkin here is almost 30 days old. Be measuring when it's on its 30-day mark. Doing pretty good. Nice bright color. Let's see if I can get in here a little bit better, show color. Guess it's too dark, but you can kind of see what we got here. Pretty good shape overall. This one I didn't deadhead intentionally after the fruit. I deadheaded it. Well, I didn't deadhead it. The heat did right about here. And then this is all secondary growth. So burned off one of the tips. No big deal though. Got some growth going on. It's a little bit slower, but it's doing all right. This should be my state fair fruit, so we'll see how it does, and keep it clean, keep it running, keep it fertilized. Then we'll go outside to the 2195 towel fruit and That one's on the 150 patch. Okay, so we're on the 2195 tile fruit and plant. It's pretty much filled in, the 150. Got just a little bit over here to fill in. That's the stake at the corner going up there. Started dead ending secondaries, letting them run a little bit past and then cut them off flush with what they need to be. I do got to do a little bit of vine burying. Got a couple of loose fruit in there too when I go to vine bury that I got to cut out. Some open pollinations, don't want those. This is about a 3 or 4 day old fruit here. It's a nice long shape. I crossed my 2376 into this fruit, so it should be a nice big fruit next year. Hopefully it's a big fruit this year first, so see how she does. It's a warm one today. It's been warm. It's in the 90s already at 10:30, so trying to keep that at bay. I do have giant tomatoes going too. I got a little plant there. Show you my giant tomatoes over here. Got the plants, they're doing pretty good. Got a decent one going right there. I had a triple on the other side of this plant, but it's not really doing much, so I don't think it took. This is one of the megas that I had right here. It's a single. Got a couple other mega singles and maybe a double on one of the other plants. Not doing too bad, but really not seeing any doubles or triples, so might have to just go with some big singles and see what we can do to set some heavy tomatoes. So guys, that's about it for the wrap up. Very short update, I know, but don't need to throw in material just to throw in material. Pretty much what I'm doing, you know, is plant maintenance, staying ahead of cleaning up things, so tertiaries and extra pumpkins and things like that don't pop up on me. And you know, keeping up with my fertilizer when it's raining, paying attention to how the plant's reacting to that. When it's too sunny, seeing how the plant's reacting to that. So mainly it's just keeping a nice balanced fertilizer program going, and hopefully big things will come. Thank you guys for watching. If you can like and subscribe and share this with other growers that would be like-minded and interested, I appreciate that as well. See you on the next one.